Could it be fatigue from our fight last night? My body. My body feels a lot heavier than usual, but why? I can't even feel the muscles in my arms or legs, or anywhere. I can't feel a thing. It's sickening. Could this be what they call lethargy? Lethargy? Ugh. Moan. Sophie may be afflicted with lethargy as well. She's never mumbled like that before. Good morning, milady. Sophie's gown was covered with twigs and dirt from sleeping on the ground. It pains me to see her look so sullenly, but it was my own fault. Had I been more resourceful, Sophie wouldn't have had to sleep on the ground. Did you sleep well? Sophie shook her head disdainfully, eyes shut against the morning sun. Her eyes appeared slightly swollen from tears. Neither did I, milady. I was too worried about father and our people to sleep. Damn it! How could I have disgraced Sophie so? How could I be so powerless? We need to learn everything we can about those people. Indeed. Who was after Sophie and why? Were they alone, or did they have reinforcements? It's almost pathetic how little we know about our enemy. Itona, why do you think those girls are trying to kill me? Do you think they don't want me to become the Queen of Rosenheim? A monarchy without its monarch is a kingdom in chaos. It didn't seem that way to me, at least. Milady, as it stands, we know too little about our enemy to discuss their supposed motivations. Our priority now should be leaving this forest and asserting the locale. We can plan out our next move after we fulfill this objective. You're right, Ritona. For now, returning to Rosenheim, or at least territory affiliated with the Manacrafters Alliance, remain our top priority. Until then, everything else is a distraction. We walked for almost 10 minutes before coming across our first sign of hope. We'd have been in a sad state if we attempted to survive off the land without the use of Manacrafts. Hope manifested itself in the form of a rugged trail. We began scattering stones and removing the undergrowth which was obstructing the trail. The trail was dug, flattened, and refined by the hands of humans. It may as well have been paved with stone. There may be a settlement nearby. I guess we should walk the direction that's a little brighter than the other. Indeed, but for safety's sake, do not under any circumstance leave my side. Okay. We assumed that the road led to the settlement, though we try not to get our hopes up. I've never seen trees like these in Rosenheim. She was right. Just where did the Mana Stream take us? This forest was thick with unfamiliar vegetation. Irritatingly, I was unable to identify a single plant. Worse still, the low oxygen level made breathing difficult. If we rushed through, we were sure to pass out. But what was the cause of this lack of oxygen? It wasn't humid, but something was amiss. I struggled to shake off this unsettling sensation. Milady. Yes, Retuna? If what we're approaching is a settlement of the Alliance, then we should procure whatever sediment stones they have. Eh? You mean the stones for storing colored and purified mana? What for? So we can stay in contact if we're separated. And also, because our common craft links to each other have been severed. What? Oh my, it really has been severed. It's similar to how our only link to the Queen Order was disrupted during the attack. The same with our link to Father. I tried commencing common craft contact yesterday evening, but got nothing. I still don't understand how they managed to disrupt our common craft links. What's the matter, Itona? You don't look well. There are two possible explanations for this. Either the riptide effect somehow disrupted it, or what? Or the mana lines here aren't sophisticated enough to support long-distance comcraft calls. Rosenheim's comcraft mana lines once extended beyond Kingdom of Vestoralcraft. Jeez, what is up with these long names, I swear. And provided amazing comcraft link quality. But since those mana lines were disrupted, as we learned when I tried to contact the Queen Order, it's likely the latter case. Our priorities lie elsewhere though, milady. As it stands, we're isolated here. Our inability to communicate with our forces isn't beneficial, but if I were to lose contact you in this foreign land, I don't even know what to think about. Wait, I don't even want to think about it. If I could re-establish our Comcraft links to each other right now, but we need sediment stones for that, and neither of us has one. Indeed, we do not. Huh. Around an hour later, the trail ceased to be a winding road. The trees lining the trail diminished significantly as we exited the forest, finding ourselves in front of a pair of large gates at the end of the trail. Oh. What? Oh, what is this place? My mana dowsing couldn't detect any trace of mana in the forest, and yet this settlement has as many people as a small kingdom. She was at a loss for words. At the gate stood a signboard in a language we were unfamiliar with. The people traversing in and out of the gates, the language being spoken and exchanged. The architecture, the craftsmanship, the masonry, everything. Just about everything that defined the settlement was incredibly foreign. They're not speaking Azrizdian? They must not be a part of the Alliance. I'm not even sure this settlement is even located at the continent of San Azrizda. Gosh dang, what is with these long, weird names? Honestly. Nothing about the settlement even remotely resembles anything we know. Going beyond the gate and into the settlement may prove to be more daunting task than I imagined. Milady, without a doubt, we are completely oblivious to the customs of this region, and for that reason, I recommend that we communicate through erratum. Erratum? Agreed. Also, we should conceal our identities. Out of caution, neither of us should, under any circumstance, utter the name of Rosenheim. Agreed. We could be in an enemy territory for all we know. Until we learn something substantial, we are no more than a pair of travelers. Okay, Rituna. We're travelers. I will speak for us, so please allow me a moment to adjust myself to Eratum first. Rituna, people are looking at us. Yes, they are. The townspeople passing us by would turn and stare blankly at us both. Perhaps our form of attire is entirely foreign to the locale. We'd better find a boutique after we locate a store that sells sediment stones. Stay close to me, milady. I'm trying. Isn't there anyone unassuming looking we could try communicating with? We'll never know anything until we make contact with someone. Excuse me, we are searching for the nearest Sandri. Would you be so kind as to assist us? What? Don't even ask me what that meant or anything. I don't know. Oh my god. Ugh, I suppose I'll have to simplify my request. It was already a simple request though. We've lost our way and need directions. Zashbraze, Yete, Luchin Nenguchi Abilo. Speaking low Lindy for Francipo Pidio. Oh my god, what am I reading? Oh my god. He understood me this time. I'm not sure he did, Ritono. Let me try. I'm sorry, but we're not from around here. Could you please help us find the closest clothing store? Helpifu Findiku Clothiyo. Okay, now they're just not speaking. Really, Helpifu? Oh my god. Yesi ho, helpy too. Takey goo, girly ku cloyo. Really? Impressive. Selfie managed to deconstruct Azrizdian into this man's way of speaking. But now I can't understand a single word Selfie's saying. You're extending your endings too much, Ritona. Shorten them a bit. Also, the proper received pronunciation is. Upon receiving Selfie's instruction, I made another attempt. Oh, a Sandri. Well, why didn't you say so in the first place? There are tons of them around town. Wow. I can understand him now. He understood my request. Selfie has always been a master of picking up new languages by osmosis. Thank you very much for your help, kind sir. Does this place have its own currency? We weren't sure if it did or not. Oh, honey, first of all, this place is a city, and second, of course it does. What do you think we deal in animal pelts? I suppose not. Blush. I don't know how to blush. So I suppose you wouldn't have any local currency, would you? Were you hoping to go shopping for something? You could say that. So you're short on change. Oh, I know. You could pawn something. There's a pawn shop right outside the city. The young man was earnest in assisting Selphine and directed us to the specified pawn shop. Thank you again, kind sir. You've been a great help. Please, it was nothing, really. As we left in the indicated direction, I noticed that the young man would look back occasionally for a glimpse of Selphine. That young man seemed quite earnest, milady. He sure was. I've never met such a helpful stranger before. Earnest for all the wrong reasons. Oh my god, you're thinking wrong. Rituna, don't think wrong. What are you doing? Oh my god. No. Gosh, Rituna, why not use Erratum to communicate? They don't speak as reason, you know. I noticed. Even without Erratum, Selphine would have no trouble being understood. She was gifted with linguistic talent from birth. In Erratum, the more control and flexibility one has in their mother tongue, the more easily their thoughts can be conveyed across languages. If I may interject, milady, Erratum, one of the most difficult techniques amongst currently known comcraft, is how kingdoms without a mutual language engage in diplomacy. Erratum originated during the reign of Eric Regenhide III, who yearned for a method that could be used to unite kingdoms in conflict. He sought to conclude conflicts through communication, and Erratum would make that possible. Selphine, having learned of this via Path Down, understood his desire quite well. The royalty of Rosenheim may have a gift for languages, but please don't break Erratum to converse with the populace. Granted, I have no ear for languages, so my request carried little to no weight. Oh, why not, Ritona? I want to help too, and I'd like to learn the language. I have a facility with languages, but I can't use Minecraft. Nonsense, milady. You're well versed in Minecraft. Your culinary skills are top notch, and you're an amazing archer. You have many, many talents. Don't flatter me, Ritone. We both know I'm below average in all of those. The only arts I truly excel at are making conversation and language. Without those, I have nothing. Do not despair, milady. I have faith in your many talents and strengths. Nothing positive will come from degrading your dignity. But you always degrade yourself, Ritona. It is well deserved in my case. I have much more to learn, so much that I may never be satisfied. That alone is a contradictory statement. Gosh, Ritona, why'd I trade my linguistic skills for your flair with Minecraft in a heartbeat? There's nothing particularly beneficial to making conversation, but it's all I have. Utter nonsense! If you willed, you could easily converse with anyone through Erratum. Think of the opportunities that dialogue would create. I don't have your facility with languages, milady. I'd never have learned Erratum without you. You really think so, Ritona? I do believe so, truly. Please, do not degrade your dignity any further. You will succeed the throne as Queen Selphine of Rugenhide one day. Your people will not judge you by the fine silk gowns you wear or your beauty, for the imbeciles who would dare do. Ahem. Please do not force me to illustrate my point further. Yeah, Ritana? You're way too young for that old lady talk. Oh. Dang. I was playing. Wait for me, Ritana. I was only kidding. Well, you shouldn't have said it in the first place. We're here. Having followed the young man's direction dutifully, we arrived in an old pawn shop outside the city. So there really are places that still only accept local currency. Outside of Zergna, I suppose the use of currency is still commonplace. While Zergna has moved beyond using money, the rest of the alliance uses the same as their common currency. We can no longer act under the presumption that our cultures share anything in common. Agreed. Is something amiss, milady? No, it's just I've never seen or touched real money before. Kinda exciting, isn't it? We've never needed it, so I suppose it's only natural. But milady, you're at least seen a sane note before, haven't you? Of course I have. But seeing and feeling are two completely different things. Logical seeing, as we'd never had a need for it. And father always told me that money is the embodiment of all evil. Contact with money would become the fourth, the archdemon of avarice, sequel who would steal your soul. Archdemon of avarice? Seriously? I can't wait to see the city's currency. We're close in age, but Sylvan was a child at heart, and her curiosity about the world outside Roseanne was overflowing. Money has always been deeply rooted in the foundation of any society. Some yearn for it, some do not. It is a necessary evil. At least I think it is. Whatever the case, our common sense as citizens of Rosenheim should be sound enough to fend off greed. At least I hope we can. I know, Retona. I just wanted to savor the moment, that's all. The issue at hand for us now would be deciding what item to put up for collateral, and whether or not that item had any value in the eyes of the appraiser. Maybe a precious metal might work. Shall we, milady? This is bona fide platinum, missy. Never seen platinum forged and polished into a blade quite like this. Oh, maybe I should give him a voice. See what kind of voices. My collateral was the ceremonial dagger I received after being appointed Sylvan's royal guard. The appraiser/proprietor was beyond surprised when I presented it to him. I'm just overwhelmed with relief that the locals view platinum as a valuable commodity. Are you planning on selling this here beauty, missy? Nah, that's horrible. That sounds horrible. I'm sorry. If at all possible, yes, it is of sentimental value to me, but I hope it will be of some worth to you. Wow! We're here when to return and learn how to haggle. She's a pretty smooth talker. The blade itself looks well polished, like it's never been used. This is an antique, missy. I'm just gonna give him that voice. Don't judge me. No, I've never had to use it before. I received this dagger when I was 15, and I've had it on me for 4 years now. 4 years and not once have y'all had to use it? Oh, missy, if only I could age like this beaut right here. Time flies right as you at my age, but just looking at this new blade makes me brighten right up. If that's how you feel, then the emotional attachment you'll gain toward it will be priceless. Indeedy do, missy. I think the price I have in mind is appropriate for the quality of the craft. Oh, is he gonna give us an offer? Let's see. How does 500 gallows sound? 500 gallows? Is something amiss, missy? Is something amiss? I'll say something's amiss. 4 years might mean nothing to you, but that's half my youth. I spent half my youth with that dagger, and those memories cannot be bought. This dagger was all that kept me company in times of dire duress. I speak the truth when I say the comfort this dagger brought me is worth more than 500 gallows. What? That makes absolutely no sense. What does your youth have to do with that dagger's value? Ugh. How did her youth get mixed into the deal? Alright, missy. How's 600 gallows sound? 600? You do both my dagger and youth and injustice with so paltry an appraisal. I say that neither has any significance to you. We shall take our leave. Clearly you see little value in possessing my treasured dagger. Just wait a moment now. Wait a moment now. 630 gallows. That's more than a fair price for your dagger. Your youth and it's me final answer for offer. Sorry, I just messed it up so bad. Oh my god. It's kind of not that hard to do his voice, but you know. Oh, very well. I shall accept your final offer as a symbol of your understanding. You drive a real hard bargain, missy, but I'm glad we have a deal. It's Ritona's evil grin. I haven't seen that in years. Phew. You really overcharged him, Ritona. Did you drive up the price because he was giving us a bad deal? Oh, of course not. I don't even know how much a gallow is worth. You didn't know? Then why? Oh, I just wanted to see how much more we could get before he refused to go any higher. I admit, it was thrilling to see how much further I could push him. Who are you? You must be Sipkill in disguise. Please. We have more pressing matters to attend to. Wait, return it. What about the sentiment stones? Oh. I completely forgot it in the hard heat of the moment. Do you think 630 gallons is enough for 2 sediment stones? I'm sure it will be more than enough. A precious metal platinum's value exceeds that of a common ores. Pardon me, I forgot we're actually looking for one more thing. Oh, what kind of thing? We're looking for sediment stones specialized for Minecraft. You could have heard a pin drop. Sediment stones? The proprietor's expressive grin suddenly turned grim. Yes, sediment stones. Despite his oppression, I must press on. Class 3, no, Class 4 quality stones will do. 2 of the crude cuts you have. He stared at me long and hard. His piercing stare exuded the exact pressure I placed on him during my haggle. And suddenly... his expression changed to a sly sneer. What's the matter with him? You know, missies, I knew you'd just be traitors when I first saw ya. You are, aren't ya? Sort of, but that's not your concern. Do you have what we need or not? If you do not have any, could you please tell us where we could find a store that does? Real traders would have passed through a town or two before now, though, so you'd know what's being traded in other towns, yes? So what's all this sediment stone stuff about? Are you belittling a man trying to make an honest living? Excuse me? Oh yeah, you want me to spell it out. Is that the name of this game? Cause if it is, y'all got a real mean streak, missy. I swear, I have no idea what you're talking about. You should know damn well that a dusty old pawn shop like this could never afford to have the precious sediment stones. Come again? Precious sediment stones? I know, I'll never be able to afford sediment stones, but I don't need reminding. If that's all y'all wanted to ask, then please leave. Y'all done me enough harm for one day. Wait a moment. Sediment stones are precious around here? That can't be right. Class 4 sediment stones are so common. Every child in our kingdom has at least 1 or 2 to play with. It can't be. No, she hadn't just... I thought something was fishy about you two. You two really aren't from around here. You're both from another continent altogether. Outsiders. Outsiders? So, Class 4 sediment rocks are so common where you're from. That very grubby runaround has more than one. He just called us outsiders. I realize you've taken offense, but please answer me this. Is this region the outer pole? Outer pole? You're not really asking me this, are ya? How could you two survive as travelers traders if y'all don't even know where it is you're traveling? We have our reasons. Answer me this and we will be on our way. We will ask no more. Oh, for the love of all manna. Yes, missy, you're on the outer pole. Specifically southwest from the middle of the second pole in the 3rd sector. Right now, you're just outside Katio City. The 3rd sector is the largest region on this whole continent. Reason being that the outer pole is more of an island than a continent. I honestly hope you both got all that. From where do y'all two hail anyways? The 2nd pole, Ritona. We've been swept. Oh. To the other side of the planet. You have my gratitude, good sir. Let's be on our way, milady. Okay. Hold your horses, Bonnie. Bonnie? Missy there said that you two were in need of sediment stones. Only Minecrafters have using for them. Normal fool like myself could only care for the petty price they fetch. Are you two actually Minecrafters? Pardon us, good sir, but we cannot answer that. It makes no difference to me whether y'all answer or not. I just want to mention something for your sakes. This here be the outer pole, and the outer pole be go out for second continent beware of mana lines, mana stream. If it's mana y'all after, then y'all came to the wrong continent. You won't find any mana captures on the outer pole. No sirree. Mana lines around here be about as thick as string with about as much mana. No point in learning Minecraft. Folk on the outer pole and his Cadians ain't got it so good. Unlike the rest of the world that sees Minecraft used every day. But it ain't always gloom and doom, dearies. We found ways to make do without mana. We got our own problem solving method. We call it science. With science, we were able to physically tap into those fiddly mana lines and drain what little there was for whatever we need. Did you know where I'm going with this, Missy? I have the gist of it. Mana is the source of all life on this planet. Every living thing has purified mana swirling inside them. We on the outer pole need purified mana for energy, just like everyone else. Desperate for it, in fact. The only difference is that we can't tap into the mindful of purified mana, not like you, Missy. So before science, you needed help from mana crafters? That's the gist. There's nothing more precious on this godforsaken continent than mana. What good is it, though, if you can't manipulate it? Which is why sentiment stones are ridiculously expensive. They can store purified mana, siphon from the body. Even now, there are many grubbing Minecrafters who want to sell sentiment stones brimming with purified mana to the highest bidder. Where do you think they got their purified mana from? I think you know where I'm going with this, Missy. They kidnap people to siphon mana from. It only regenerates so much daily, so they must have kidnapped as many as they could for a constant supply. A word to the wise, Missy. Cadians don't take kindly to mana capture for those musings or outsiders. For that matter, keep your mana cap powers concealed. And don't tell folks that you're looking for the crudest cuts of sentiment stones. You gotta be an outlier for their frustration. Even the advent science, we remember what it's like to go without mana. Not a speck of mana shall go wasted, they say. Thank you for your word of caution. Alright guys, I am gonna end it right here. I think I went over my time a little bit, but it's getting pretty good. I'm sorry about the whole voice. Oh my gosh, I just had to give him a voice. So hey, there you go. That's the voice I gave him. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next videos. Hope you guys liked it. Please click a like on that button. Smash it, punch it, kick it. I don't care what you guys do with that button. Just please like it, favorite it, and comment down below, guys. I'll see you guys later.